Love is Blind Season 9 Denver is over, and from episode 1 all the way to episode 12, I can, without a doubt, tell you my reaction to this season was...
What a shit show. What a fucking shit show.
The pods, this relationship, every relationship, and now we're at the weddings where it's not getting any better. So, okay, from where things last left off, I had basically implored every couple to explore...
Couples therapy.
Yeah. Couples therapy.
Couples therapy.
Couples therapy. Couples therapy. Come on!
But they haven't. Instead, we get into the Bachelor and Bachelorette parties, where we meet Allie's friends who question Anton not for his intentions or even the drinking problems, but...
That's a tradition for a man that supports like the family. He might just be like doing it on the budget.
He makes really good money.
Sure.
Or he makes good money.
Yeah, there's that case of the mysterious missing tequila that's yet to be solved with Anton, but that's nothing compared to the fact that he's a truck driver.
He has a lot of potential, but another potential is that he's just gonna forever be a truck driver.
Any talk of if she's actually in love with him? No, just the truck driver stuff, the money stuff? I mean, yeah, this one friend of hers does sort of bring it up, but the money stuff's the priority. Oh, but then we cut over to Anton, and you know what he's saying?
Is she high maintenance? Absolutely. Is she the best with money? No. Does she cook and clean? No.
So, sounds like y'all are a perfect match for each other. But okay, the Bachelor and Bachelorette parties are over in a flash in this episode, like they spend 5 minutes on it, and we move quickly into our first wedding, which is Allie and Anton's. Now, Anton seems to be 100% yes, and even Allie is coming into this day like...
Best case scenario, I get to put the wedding band on his finger. I love him.
Yeah, just because she says best case doesn't mean she's thinking it'll be the case. Like, best case for me going into the season was I end up with a happy ending and a sense of fulfillment instead of a blinding headache, but, you know...
We all know that will never happen.
So these two start getting ready for the wedding, and Allie's mom comes in to say she still has some major concerns.
I'm scared because he drink alcohol. In my family, we don't drink alcohol. I'm scared about that, you know.
And then Allie's sister comes in, who almost didn't come to the wedding because she doesn't approve of this, but she tells Allie that if Allie thinks this will make her happy, she should go for it. So yeah, there's a lot pushing against this wedding right now. However, Anton has said he's all in, and sometimes the strongest part of a successful marriage is taking the dive and fully committing. So these two come down the aisle, and for Anton, it's an easy...
I do.
However, when it comes to Allie, well, it turns out that best case scenario was never going to be the case in the first place.
I can't be your wife.
Shit.
So Allie says that she feels like the person she fell in love with in the pods isn't the person she got to experience in real life. And people are upset. I mean, look at this little girl crying! Absolutely broke my heart. And Anton's family and friends? They are not happy.
Cold-hearted.
Yeah. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Now, Allie says she had hoped her feelings were going to change when she got up there and saw him, but they didn't. The lifestyle he was leading was just too much for her.
Drinking, partying, how active he is, how healthy he eats, and like some of the information that I learned about Anton through his friends.
Absolutely diabolical editors throwing in the clip of him eating chips on top of that. But okay, at this point in the episode, we're only at the tip of the iceberg. And get ready for the greatest transition ever, cause when I titled last week's video, "This season is proof the world needs therapy now more than ever," I didn't realize how true that would be. And speaking of going to therapy, a huge shout out to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. They must have been watching this season of Love is Blind and thought, we're needed now more than ever. So I couldn't think of a better sponsor to help, not just reality stars, but anyone, and BetterHelp is on a mission to make starting therapy easier. I mean, I go to therapy with my wife. It is fantastic. And not because there's anything wrong, but I've always told myself, why turn down a tool that could make my life easier? Why turn down something that could make my life happier, easier to understand, or will make me a better communicator in my marriage? As my therapist once said, sometimes in arguments, you throw everything including the kitchen sink, when really you're just trying to tell your partner something like...
Not quite my tempo.
And my therapist has helped me learn when I'm throwing the kitchen sink instead of communicating constructively. Plus, you know, if you've watched this channel for about any amount of time, you'll know how desperately needed it is. All I have to do is gesture broadly to any one of my videos as proof. So if you're looking for more tools to add to the tool belt of your life, check out BetterHelp. They'll be able to connect you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. Just fill out a questionnaire and you'll match with a therapist that's right for you in as little as a couple of days. If they're not the right fit, easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.3 rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform you can trust. Click the link in the description and use the code Fantake for 10% off your first month to get you started. Now, let's get back to that mess. So up next is Calabria and Edmund's wedding, one of the messiest couples in a wildly messy season. But here, Edmund, sort of like Anton, is saying he loves her. He's all in 100%. While KB also says she loves him, but it's more like...
I love him.
And you see behind her eyes what her real answer is going to be once she gets up there. Now, the show also spends some extended time here with Edmund and his 5th grade teacher, who's actually going to be walking him down the aisle. Because Edmund's mom isn't there, which he's really choked up about, stating she's got, quote, personal things going on. And this woman has always been there for him, giving him extra tutoring so his grades wouldn't suffer, and even feeding him dinner when he didn't have anything to eat. It's like the editors knew we needed some extra warmth thrown into this disaster of an ending to the season. So she walks Edmund down the aisle, and then in comes KB. And let me tell you, oof, all through this, again, Edmund goes on and on about how much he loves her, but every time you cut to Calabria, you can just see that she's struggling. And when Edmund says,
I do.
it's hardly a surprise. But it's even less of a surprise when it cuts to Calabria and she's looking like this. Well, less of a surprise to most of us, possibly a big surprise for Edmund. So KB says Edmund deserves someone who's 100% for him at the altar, and that her saying no doesn't mean she doesn't love him or accept him. As for Edmund, his emotions are all over the place. One minute he's like,
I'm so sorry.
the next minute he's saying he's okay, then he's not okay, and then he's going,
You look so good. I fell in love with you blindly, but dang, you happen to be so beautiful.
But that's that. 2 wedding days so far, and 2 breakups. And similar to Allie, Calabria leaves in tears, not because she thinks this is the wrong decision, but because she feels horrible hurting Edmund. However, if she had said yes, she knows she would have been miserable. All the while, I was looking at how much time was left in this episode and went,
10 minutes?
I mean, Jordan and Sparkle Megan have been the most consistent couple this season, the only hope for some semblance of joy coming out of Denver, but 10 minutes? Are we about to have the quickest drive-by wedding in Love is Blind history? Nope, we're cutting to Jordan and Megan's apartment, and I'm left here like...
It's over. We are screwed.
And I mean, come on, we start the scene with Sparkle Megan lighting a single candle there as if this is a vet's office and someone saying goodbye to their family pet. So Megan goes, you know, there's a shift here. We're just 2 different people.
You are very simple and like doing the same things every day, eating the same things every day, all of that, like you're a picky eater, I'm an adventurous eater.
Rude. And Jordan says, you know, you don't have to eat the same things as me. That's not a part of the marriage contract. Would you feel differently if I ate all the same things but changed my name to Sparkle Jordan? Would that make things more exciting, just adding the word sparkle in front of it? And he says, of course, if he had as much money as she had, he'd be doing whatever he wanted. So he feels like that's not a fair thing to say to him.
Yeah, I just don't know why you chose me in the pods then.
Jordan, I just didn't realize how rigid it truly was.
Yeah, I told you would have to make sacrifices to be with me and Luca.
Ultimately, this seems to come down to her not wanting to change her lifestyle, both in going on adventures or to fancy restaurants impulsively, but also with becoming a parent, which again upsets Jordan because he says she knew all this in the pods. This wasn't a surprise. He was upfront with all of this.
I think if I had enough money that I didn't really have to work, I think we would be getting married.
Do you have any regrets?
Yeah, I wish I didn't introduce her to my son.
Oof. that one hurts. So with that final gut punch and a sorrowful whimper, we end season 9 in Denver with a first. The first ever season of Love is Blind US with no weddings, no happy ending, no tequila remaining in Allie and Anton's fridge. Just some wild moments, a hangover, and a lot of regret. So with that, all I have to say is raise your golden goblets, everyone, to season 9.
What a shit show. What a fucking shit show.
So that's it for this video on the Love is Blind Season 9 finale. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
Couples therapy. Couples therapy. Couples therapy. Couples therapy. Couples therapy. Come on! Couples therapy. Couples therapy. Couples therapy.